done, and keep moving on with the project. Let's hope everyone's well. I had a little break for a few days on the boat because the arms and shoulders, everything, the whole body was just getting knackered. I was getting burnt out on it. So I've had a little break for a few days. I've done a few cars and some different stuff in between. Been out filming boats and done some fishing trips, etc, etc. But now we're back on this, so let's see what we can get done. running as usual. Fairly warm today, but not terrible. I think it's 21, 22. Not bad, not bad. Another mix disappeared. Right, so I think you get the idea. So what I'll do is I'll get the rest of that frame done, probably take a couple more mixes, and then I'll start working my way along the side and I'll bring you in and show you what's happening. So it's been about 45 minutes or so now, and I've gone up right around the upright, right around all the windowsill bit, all the way along the boat and down the back. So I've been pretty busy. Can't remember how many mixes there was, but quite a few. Or sort of 1, 2, 3, 4, 9 or 10 mixes, something like that. They're not terrible, but take a bit of time. Right, I'll spin you around and show you then. So, looking a bit different. Whole post is covered. No more red fiberglass underneath, or orange really. Looking pretty good. And we've also gone all the way along this side. You can see a lot of it's still going off, still shiny, because it's fresh. I've literally just finished. And we've been down the back here as well. That's as far as we can go with the top at the moment. We need to let that all start drying. I'm going to come back down this side now and fill in all the little imperfection bits and start preparing things like that. Where we've got little lows and stuff like that. So we'll come along this side. We'll get a few skims in there. We'll do sort of a section at a time. See if we can start to get some of that straight as well. Well, not straight, but get it filled up at least anyway. Got this line to still build on as well, so we'll build along this line as well, I think. And let's see what we can get done. Keep putting them hours in. There's quite a lot to do all the way along this side. There's loads of lows and highs and lots of bits to do, but we've still got to come over this edge along here as well and just get this all to blend into the top and the side. like we have on the rest of it up here. So we need to skim along there, and that's what I'm going to be up to for a good while, I reckon. So I've been working on the whole side. I've already skimmed this whole side twice. This is the second skim now. I decided on, instead of just keep filling all these little bits and pieces, I decided to just skim the whole side twice more, and I can then block it all down, flatten it out, and we should be nice and straight. Still got to do the bottom half as yet. And I'm going to work my way around this corner up to this point. I'm going to work up to this point at the moment on this half of the boat and along the top here, around the windows, etc. And I'm just going to concentrate on getting this side of the boat as straight as I possibly can. And then we'll move on to the other side. So as you can see in the time lapse before this, been pretty busy filling along the side of the boat, getting the edges, smoothing the edges in, getting everything flat, gone around the front, skimmed all the way along from the window right around to the point at the front there. So I'm going to spin you around and show you what we've been up to. So pretty much start from there, went all the way along the top here, over the edge. So we've joined where we're skimming the sides to the top. We're now starting to make a complete sealed up top half of the boat. It's now a case of keep filling everything up until we get rid of all the uneven shapes and stuff like that. I think I've got enough in the packet to do one more mix, so I'm probably going to put that in along the bottom of this window and on the top of here, and that's as much as I've got left. So that's not too good, but we've got plenty we can be doing down this side. We'll put the old graphite powder on, and then we'll start blocking it back and see if we can get that really level. That's the plan anyway. Also would like to go up and round this window and stuff and see how some of this comes out. Got a feeling I'm going to need some more here. The rest of it is quite thick, so we should have quite a bit there to smooth that all back and start making a nice flat surface. So let's get on with getting whatever we've got left at the bottom of this window and on the front here, and then we'll decide where we're going to start with the blocking after that. So I've managed to make this mix up, and I've probably got enough to do another small mix, and then that's it, the packets are gone. I did count the packets earlier on, and we've actually used 10 packets so far. That's a fair few. But if you want it to be really smooth and straight like we're trying to do, sort of the only way to do it, really. I mean, you could use spray fillers and stuff like that, but I find this is a lot tougher way to do it. It lasts a lot longer. So this is the way I do it. Looks like I've filled up the bottom of this window quite nicely. Just trying to make sure I've got the whole bottom of that window in there basically. So I think I have now. Go across here. That water dripping noise you can hear in the background is because we've just had loads of rain. It's hammering down. Not coming too much near the front here because that's already high enough now. Whereas the back here is still slightly lower than what I want it to be. I've pretty much run out, so I'm just trying to be careful and put it in the areas I need it. Quite all to blend into what we brought up from the side there, didn't we? Can't believe that was such a big step there when we first started. Pretty good. Tiny little bit of left over on this side. Nothing to talk about. Little bits off the edge of the scraper. So, this is literally the last grabs out of the packet. Always a good little tip that is, get the old filler spreader and push it all up the packet. As you can see from the order box that we got, completely empty. One more mixing pad left, so that's good. I've still got a few of the old hardness because I had extra ones of them anyway. See what we can get out of there. Not going to be too much, but you'd be surprised how much you waste if you don't try and get the rest out. I apart from getting extra mix. Like so, squeeze that right out. There we go. Like I've said before, when you're doing the mixes, just keep mixing until all the red's gone. Sometimes if you put a bit too much in, the mix will go a darker colour, but it won't hurt the mix. You just end up with a darker green. I'm ready to go. Right, let's get this one in, and that's it, it's all got. For now anyway. I have to be careful, I've got like a budget for doing the boat. Because obviously I've got to spend money on cars and stuff like that I'm doing during the month as well. And I'll put, let's just say I'll put quite a lot in already. And I've had some donations towards it as well. I appreciate all of them, thank you very much everyone. Quite unbelievable how quick it adds up with what you're doing. Hopefully we're starting to get the same level all across. Still not 100% until I start sanding and getting the black graphite in so I can actually see where I am. We're not going to get there, but I know from just looking with the eyes like this that we're getting way, way better than where we were. And I can eyeball it for a little while. Till we want them arrow straight edges, and then that'll be different. Well, that covered that area, which is good. I'm not quite going to have enough to skim the whole front of the top there, I don't think. But you never know. No, I don't think I will. It's a shame, that would have been nice if I could have just finished this edge. To be honest though, most of this is high enough, there's still a bit of a dip there. So if I'd have skimmed too much more of that, I'm only making it too high, which I don't need anyway. I'm ready to be sanding it back out. And I think I'm doing enough sanding as it is, I don't need no extra. And that is it, we're out of final filler. So Miss Waterside, we need to order some more as soon as the budget allows and we can. Still hoping to see this boat on the water this year instead of next year, so I'll I'm going to keep pushing as much as I can, but obviously money dictates how far I can go. And there we go, we're out of the final filler, but it's looking like we've got this edge, so there's no step anymore. Top's looking really good, blended into the bottom of the window as much as possible. Can't really tell anymore till we start sanding. Going all the way down this side, it's all blended in as one shape now. If you remember a few videos back, there was a huge step off the edge of there with a piece of wood sticking up, and none of this lined up at all. Now it's starting to look like, I want it to lean forward slightly, so when the water runs down the windows, that runs straight off the edge of the boat, but I still want it to be perfectly flat, just at a slight angle. Down the side here, and all the way down the boat. It's all now starting to look really good, it's all started to go off. Nice and hard, it's like concrete. Quite chuffed how far we're getting at the moment. Putting the old hours in again, but sort of trying to take it slightly easy so I don't burn myself out again. Just trying to be sensible about it. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, I'm really happy with that level. Just with your eyes like that where it's wet, you can see us getting much leveler. Not sure where we're at on this side. Let's have a look, shall we? I think we're fairly level. Definitely need another skim. We definitely need to go in on the bottom of this window where this line is. We're not bad. We've got most of the edges. We've got to come around this edge a little bit more. Tiny bit on the edge of here, and we've gone all the way down this side. That's all blended in all the way along the top. All nice and rock solid. No more little soft bits that just push through with your finger. Don't want none of that. All the way down this side, and then I'm going to need probably another 3 packets to skim the whole of this side again, and then we'll be able to start blocking it and getting it dead straight. Just can't believe how far we've come though. It's, you know, we started off with that basically all over the boat. Absolutely horrible finish on the whole boat. And now I think 99.9% of the outside, apart from up on the top of the roof there, is not bobbly, which is great. We've still got to do that area over there behind the chair, along that side on the inside, and obviously up and around the front, and that's probably going to be a good day's work on its own. If you don't know, I've already tackled this side on the inside. We had to go at that. I think it took 4 or 5 hours to get to just before the windows there. It's pretty tough stuff, but we got in there, so we're going to want a load more final filler for that. Probably that's 2 packets what we're looking at just there to that post, so a fair bit for there. And then obviously we've got to skim all the inside of the cab and then all the way down this side, so probably looking at 5 or 6 packets for the inside of the boat. So right now I need another good 10 packets to make it pretty mint, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Lovely jubbly, look at that from where we started. Right then, let's apply some of the old guide coat. It's just basically a black dust, you do that, rub it on. Basically rubbing into all the dips, and that basically shows you where to go. Alright, we'll stop there for now. We'll do a bit and see how we get on. Okay then, so got the long bed sander, got 80 grit on the bottom. Let's have a go. Whew, that ain't easy. So it's working. Great for doing the flat side. You know, the little line. Whew. Oh, geez. Oh, that's really hard work, but it's working. What you basically do is just keep going until you got green again. Oh, I can hardly breathe. And that basically levels out all the highs and the lows. camouflage. That'll be different one. Leave it like that. Whack some lacquer over the top of it. Certainly be interesting. Oh, it's pretty hard work to sand, but got the old air long bed sander out and we seem to be getting through it. Oh, them little black bits left on the far end there are the bits that need filling now. Not the whole panel, which is cool. So it's starting to get it flat. Pretty good. So I'm just on the rest of that side and the front off camera. Whew. Been all the way down it a couple of times now, try and get it as flat as I can. Been a couple of hours, so my arms are killing just holding that sander up, so heavy. Whew. Right, let's spin you around and show you where we are. So, this is the back end. Pretty smooth. The top is starting to flatten down, but as you can see there's still quite a few bits that need filling to make it level. Especially here, there's quite a few bits here. That's the only way to do it, you just have to build it up and build it up. And you come onto the side and you can pretty much see what we've got. It's never an easy job when you're doing something this big. You just have to keep filling, keep flattening, keep filling. And eventually you get to a point where there's no more bits. I had a little go up here as well. And that's starting to flatten down. Fairly smooth, but I think that needs another skim to get a bit more of a build up on there. Came along and went under the window as well. That needs some more in there to get that all smoothed off and flushed in. Same on the front here. On these edges. And the same down the front. There's still a fair way to go, but I don't know how well you can tell on the camera like that, but we're starting to get the shape we want. Just got to get rid of the grooves that we've got left now. Come a long way from where we started, which is cool. Even if you look down the side you can see us. It's getting quite straight. Obviously the top's not ready yet because it needs filling, but again, that's still 10 times better than what it was already. So not bad, not bad. Just got to keep at it and just keep going. Whew, right. Okay everyone, look at the state of me. Whew, I'm absolutely covered. Have to get that showered all off, haven't I? That's going to be fun. It's all around my neck, look. All white. Right, yeah, I'm going to call it there on this one. My arms are absolutely knackered. My chest and that's going funny. I look terrible, didn't I? So, thanks for watching. And that's going to be the end of part 12. And I'll see you in part 13. Hopefully we can carry on. And this side, I think is going to be fairly straight quite soon. Obviously we need some more filler, but we'll get sorted on that. We'll try and save up a bit of cash and get some more materials in, and we'll carry on. So, see you in the next one. Thanks for coming in.